দর্শক আমন্ত্রণ আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্ক উন্নয়ন বিষয়ক আরটিভির বিশেষ অনুষ্ঠান ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক জোনে। আপনাদের সঙ্গে আছে আমি সৈয়দ আশিক রহমান। আমাদের আজকের অতিথি বাংলাদেশে নিযুক্ত তুরস্কের রাষ্ট্রদূত হিজ এক্সিলেন্সি হুসেইন মুফতুওğlu। Welcome at RTV studio. Well, Excellency, you have passed 1.5 years as a Turkish ambassador in Bangladesh. Would you please share your experience with our viewers?
First of all, thank you for receiving me here. I'm really glad to be at the RTV and being your host at the Diplomatic Zone. Experience, it's a very interesting, unique experience that I have had for the last year and a half. I have to say that it's like a roller coaster, and then every day in Bangladesh is something new. Every minute you are facing something interesting. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, like the regular life we have in any other country. But Bangladesh is my first posting as ambassador. Before coming here, I was in New York. And then from New York directly, I came to Bangladesh, to a country which is considered to be a least developed country. Frankly speaking, what I was expecting to see a country where everything is least developed. But to my surprise, it wasn't the case. Bangladesh, yes, maybe still a least developed country, but a country which is trying to break this cycle and then moving forward. And then I realized that I am actually witnessing a very important time in the history of Bangladesh where there is a transformation going on. And this transformation, be it in the mindset of the people, be it in the life of the people, be it in the economic development of the country, is very much visible in my daily life.
Your Excellency, Turkey and Bangladesh is a very good friend. You know, one of our avenue is named honor of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. So what is your thought?
When you look at the relations between the two countries, actually you see that it dates back centuries before. I was told that the Ottoman, during the Ottoman time, the Ottoman ships were built in Chittagong. You know of the Mughals are actually a Turkic tribe from the Çağatay Turks.
Exactly.
So there were encounters, you know, there were interactions. And there are many other things which bonds us.
Jalaluddin Rumi, he's a famous...
He is a famous Sufi, you know, religious personality who was based in Konya, which is in Turkey at the moment. He's originally from Afghanistan, and then he came, and then he lived in his life together with his father. He came to Turkey, and then Sufism was, you know, he was one of the biggest teachers of Sufism. Nazrul Islam wrote poems about Atatürk, and during the First World War and our liberation war, the people of Bangladesh, the people of Bengal, they have given money, they have sent their valuables to the Turkish people for their. And I had the honor to visit, you know, see the one in Dhaka. Of course, I'm using almost every day as a Turk and the Turkish ambassador to be on the street, which is named after the biggest, you know, statement of your country. And also there's a school in Feni, exactly, which is Mustafa Kemal Atatürk.
Exactly.
And these are the things which make me happy, that I know that the friendship and the bonds are so strong, on which we have to build every day. We can go further. This is how I feel.
Thank you. You know, after direct flights between two countries by Turkish Airlines increased the number of visitors, and it is tremendously. How would you explain this scenario and about the service and other things about Turkish Airlines?
And we are really working on it hard to change this thing, to give the best quality to our Bangladeshi friends as well. But this is a common problem for other countries as well, and they try to find out. Turkish Airlines ordered more than 100 new planes, and they will come into the fleet gradually, and then I think we will overcome the problem. But when you open the direct access between the two countries, it encouraged people
Exactly.
to explore.
Exactly.
And hence, we started to have more and more Bangladeshi friends coming to Turkey and
So
staying.
it increased tremendously.
It did actually. Last year, more than 8,000 Bangladeshis went to Turkey, which is very small because last year, 36 million tourists came to my country. 36 million, 8,000. So it's a very small, still very small. But this year, we're expecting the number to double.
I believe
Every year, if it doubles, I believe that we will have hundreds of thousands of Bangladeshis visiting Turkey in the coming years. In our case, I have to say that Turkish Airlines is actually giving a discounted ticket if it is a health issue. And then the hospitals are, as I said, the highest quality, and it's cheaper. And trust me, many people from European countries are traveling to Turkey for medical treatment. And as I said, they have to also explore, the Bangladeshi friends, the means of getting treatment in Turkey.
Great, great. Well, Turkey and Bangladesh enjoying excellent bilateral relations. How do you anticipate this relation developing further in coming days?
You know, when you talk about the bilateral relations, it has many aspects. You have trade relations, you have military relations, you have political relations, you have cultural relations, you name it.
Many aspects.
As I said, as the foundations are strong, it is easy to work on these relations. And Turkey, as an individual country with 1.2 billion, it is in favor of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is selling 1 billion.
Yeah.
We are only selling 200 million. So it is $800 million in favor of Bangladesh. Yeah. And there is a trade, that much trade, and we believe that this trade is not even reflecting the true potential. It could be taken up to $2, $3, even $5 billion easily. For that, what we need a free trade agreement. That's why a delegation last week was in Ankara.
Exactly.
Seeking the means or ways of signing a free trade agreement in the nearest future.
Well,
yesterday I was talking to my colleague, your ambassador of Bangladesh in Ankara, and he said that it was excellent. He got the feedback, and then he had the chance to talk with the people, the delegation there. Excellent talks, and then everybody is in the positive mood to sign this agreement as early as possible. When we sign this agreement, of course the trade will increase, and that will encourage more Turkish business people to come to Bangladesh.
Well, Excellency, in your view, what are the major achievements of Bangladesh?
As I said, Bangladesh is going through this transformation. And one thing which I always admire in this country is the empowerment of women. Of course, Millennium Development Goals, which is going to be reviewed next year in 2015, Bangladesh is one of the leading countries fulfilling the Millennium Development Goals. And this is very encouraging. But did Bangladesh do everything? No. Are there still a long way to run? Yes. But when you see the determination of the Bangladeshi people, starting from top to the bottom, to move forward, then this is encouraging us. What we do as the friends and the international community, we try to help. In short, I'll say that we have to see where Bangladesh will be in 2020, 2030, and 2040. Exactly. For that, Bangladesh has to work really hard. But we will be, as Turkey, I can say, next to Bangladesh when we move together.
Well, Excellency, what are the interesting sector in trade with Bangladesh? What do you think? You talk about trade, and we are doing more than 1 million, you are telling, and it is even more we are sending to your countries. We are sending even eight times more. Just
four times. Four
times, yeah.
This is one thing which I will never get accustomed to in this country is the numbers. I don't understand lakh, crore, and the others. Well. Sorry about this. Because $1 billion, I would say, is a huge money.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge money.
Huge money.
$200 million is a big money.
Big money.
And we say you are 5 times larger than us. So what do you sell? You sell us textiles. You sell us jute. We buy also from you the leather products. And what we sell to you is the textile machines. We sell chemicals. We sell home appliances. We sell steel, that sort of items. But we can diversify it because Turkish industry is getting stronger and stronger. Today, Turkish economy is $1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
$1 trillion. And we are number 17 in the world. The 17th largest economy in the world. And we are aiming to become the number 10 or 11 in 10 years' time. Very recently, the State Minister for Foreign Affairs was in Ankara. We arranged a briefing for him at the Turkish Exim Bank. Turkish Exim Bank has $300 million credit line for the Turkish business people who would go and explore the Bangladeshi market.
Great.
And last year, experts were here to also make the market research about the food, because we sell also lots of food items. And many fields are possible, available for the two countries to diversify the trade relations.
Well, thank you very much. Your Excellency, we'll talk more about more subject after a short break. দর্শক দেখছেন আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্ক উন্নয়ন বিষয়ক আরটিভির বিশেষ অনুষ্ঠান ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক জোন। এই পর্যায়ে নিচ্ছে ছোট্ট একটি বিরতি, ফিরছি একটু পরেই, সে পর্যন্ত আমাদের সাথেই থাকুন। দর্শক আবারও আমন্ত্রণ আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্ক উন্নয়ন বিষয়ক আরটিভির বিশেষ অনুষ্ঠান ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক জোনে। কথা বলছিলাম বাংলাদেশে নিযুক্ত তুরস্কের রাষ্ট্রদূত হিজ এক্সেলেন্সি হুসেইন মুফতুওলুর সঙ্গে। Welcome back again at our TV studio. Excellency, 2 years back, Sister City Protocol signed. What is the current situation of that project? That time our Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, she visited.
Since then, we didn't have much progress about the, let's say, increasing of the relations between the two cities. As I said, the common bond of which is the Mevlana Jalaluddin Rumi and Shah Jalal. But I am working on some projects to bring the swerving dervishes to Bangladesh. I would like to do something with this, and maybe I can connect also Sylhet, Konya and London, because
great.
I know that the half of Sylhet is in London, and then maybe we can work on this. And I'm open for suggestions. Of course, my friends, colleagues from Sylhet coming with the projects that we can do, and I'm also in contact with the Konya municipality. Now we have one more advantage. Our new Prime Minister in Turkey is from the city of Konya.
Oh, fantastic.
So we have another advantage. I think in the future we have more chances to strengthen these relations between the two cities.
Great, hope for the best. Excellency, how we may diversify our trade and investment cooperation?
Now, as I said earlier, there is a need for awareness. The awareness on both sides. You know, like when I go and talk with the fellow business people here, the chambers of commerce and everything, I sense that there is a kind of interest in Turkey, but also a kind of reluctancy because they don't know much about what Turkey can offer. In that sense, I have to make a self-criticism. That means we could not explain what we can offer. And the same thing applies for the Bangladeshi business people. They are not very well known in Turkey. Bangladesh can offer actually in the LNG sector. And he said that, you know what, I'm really interested in, I would like to come and see what we can do in Bangladesh. So many other issues, shipbuilding. There were Turkish companies, and there's a need for lots of ships in this country, you know, for the cleaning of the rivers.
Exactly.
The river floors and all this bottom of the rivers. You know, there's a need for thousands of ships, but you have only 2, 3, 4.
Right.
And then I talked to a Turkish company which is making these ships, and the guy says that, oh, we can make and sell hundreds of them. So there is a great potential.
Yeah.
But somebody has to do. Who's going to do it? That's why I encourage the business people from both countries to travel, meet, talk. Because business people, they establish these links quicker. The bureaucracy, if we enter in between, it goes slow. You arrange the meeting and then, no, business people has to talk face to face, go, meet, see, and then if there is a potential, they realize it. If not, they look for the other markets or look for other countries. And we are working on it. And you will see in the very near future, as I said, with the free trade agreement, with all these other investments, I think the economic relations between the two countries will reach to its peak.
I believe about the military cooperation.
Both countries, the army is one of the pillars of the state, you know, very strong, very disciplined, and in the history of both countries, from time to time, the army also, you know, stepped in to take over the state. So with these similarities, making the two countries understand each other. One difference which Bangladesh is better than us is the peacekeeping. Because we are also providing, you know, personnel for the peacekeeping operations, but we cannot reach the level of Bangladesh. So that's why I always say that there are lots of things we can learn from Bangladesh in terms of peacekeeping operations. Well, but peacekeeping operations also gave Bangladesh a great advantage to see many different countries to get experience, yeah, you know, like to get the exposure, yeah, to the international world, and which is very good. Today, one of the most professional, let's say, military force maybe in the region is the Bangladeshi military forces. So it opens up the avenues of cooperation. We have a very great military industry, and it is really getting advanced and advanced. And then we are producing at the NATO standards. And then we come forward and we say to Bangladesh, look, this is what we can offer you. This is what we produce. And it's really going very well in terms of cooperation. And we are giving training. And we signed an agreement, for example, with the Air Force. We're going to give the training to the pilots of Bangladesh. I'm encouraging military doctors to go because we have one of the best military hospitals in the world, I can say. Proudly say that we have this one.
Really?
And whoever goes there, whichever I talk, and they are praising Turkish, you know, like military hospitals. And then the armed forces. We have also the Navy cooperation, and I think in the future we will have more and more interaction between the two armed forces of the two countries.
How we may work together to create a new era on tourism? How you can help us?
The field of tourism is the only field that I'm a little bit critical about Bangladesh. You have one of the longest shores in the world, underdeveloped. You have 2-3 days to visit Dhaka. If you're stuck in traffic for 2 hours, 3 hours, roads blocked by hundreds of rickshaws, that the traffic is not moving, you are in this scorching heat, and the number of places to visit, you don't enjoy this. What can we do as Turkey? We did not achieve this 36 million tourists in one day.
Exactly.
It took a long way. We were the similar situation 30, 40 years back. The roads were terrible. The service was not good. In the hotels where you go, you could hardly find anyone speaking English. But it changed. Why? We understood that one of the best revenues is coming from tourism. 36 million people living $30 billion.
Huge number.
So we're aiming to go to the 50 million in a short time. So Bangladesh, what we can show is a shared experience. To do this, frankly, as a friend of Bangladesh, I'm saying you have to do something about the infrastructure that would avail the tourism to gain some revenues for the country. Otherwise, tourists will not come here.
Thanks for your good advice. We are almost end of the talk show, end of the program. Excellency, any final thoughts you want to share with our viewers?
Thank you. You know, like to give me the opportunity of having this very open and friendly relation and conversation with you and through you with your viewers.
And it's our honor and pleasure to get you in our studio.
Thank you. This country, as I said in the beginning, is surprising me every day. In this country, I met lots of people which are brilliant, first-class people, you know, like with all this potential, academicians, you know, like the students, journalists, industrialists, politicians. You know, it is very encouraging. But in this country, I'm also seeing things which are not going along with the 21st century. I cannot explain why the roads are full of potholes, and then it takes 2 hours, 3 hours in the traffic. We are stuck, losing time, losing energy.
Losing money.
We lose everything. We are even getting nervous. And I always say, I said earlier, with all respect, you know, among your viewers, I believe that there are lots of guys who are enjoying it. But I believe that there are too many rickshaws in Dhaka. And I personally believe, again, with all respect to my Bangladeshi friends, that it makes people lazy.
Oh, yes.
For a very short distance, everybody is on a rickshaw. Why you don't walk?
Good findings, very good findings.
In any other country, everybody walks. Why you don't walk? There are no good walks. Yes, but then if you walk, then there will be
a road and it will be a path. Yes, exactly. Very important
and
findings.
So, as I said, we should work on how we can create new jobs to divert these rickshaw drivers into this economy, in these jobs, that create these jobs for these people that they earn, and also keep the tradition of our rickshaws along the roads or whatever, but not on the fast lane, please. You know, like everybody has, so that the economy or the traffic, everything flows smoothly. And well, I don't want to sound negative. Let me end with a positive note. I am one of those who believes in the future of Bangladesh. I believe that the Bangladeshi people, with its tradition, with its culture, with its history, deserves the best. And I believe that in this country, we need a bit of more understanding of each other, a bit of more dialogue between the people, a bit of more national unity, and then this country, as I said, can move faster and faster towards the future. And with this belief, I don't know how long I shall be working here as ambassador, but I will do my best to contribute to the future of Bangladesh.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your nice word and nice findings as well. দর্শক, তুরস্ক বাংলাদেশের সত্যিকার রাজনৈতিক বন্ধু। স্বাধীনতার পর বাংলাদেশকে স্বীকৃতি দানকারী দেশগুলোর মধ্যে তুরস্ক অন্যতম। সময়ের সাথে সাথে তুরস্ক এবং বাংলাদেশের সামাজিক এবং সাংস্কৃতিক সম্পর্ক ক্রমেই উন্নত হচ্ছে। পারস্পরিক সহযোগিতার এই ধারা ভবিষ্যতে অব্যাহত থাকবে, এই প্রত্যাশায় শেষ করছি আজকের ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক জোন। এতক্ষণ আমাদের সাথে থাকার জন্য ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে।